American Apparel is the largest clothing manufacturer in North America, employing 9,000 people and operating in more than 240 stores in 20 different countries. The clothing chain's controversial founder and former CEO, Dov Charney, built the hipster brand by pushing social issues like gay rights and immigration reform, but drew the ire and disgust of others for the sexually exploitative ads that he personally oversaw and the onslaught of sexual harassment accusations he faced. Earlier this year, Charney was ousted and replaced by Paula Schneider, a veteran of the apparel industry. The move was partly aimed at investors concerned about the company's massive debt and losses that run into the hundreds of millions of dollars. It was also a signal that American Apparel was cleaning up its act. And on the surface, it has done just that. The new ad campaign features fully clothed women and an emphasis on social and political issues. The company even plans to start a blog about politics this summer. But in terms of workers' rights, the company continues to struggle. American Apparel has long touted its Made in the USA label and has been one of very few companies that actually hires factory workers in the U.S. instead of in China or Bangladesh. They boast of paying workers many times more than the industry average and have taken credit for coining the term sweatshop-free. Yet the company is fighting a bid by its workers to unionize, and in early April, executives laid off 180 workers from its manufacturing sector. Now, some of them are filing a class action lawsuit, and today on May Day, they plan to march for their rights alongside other workers. Joining me on the phone today is Nativo Lopez. He's an advisor to Hermandad Mexicana and the International Brotherhood of Workers. He's been working with American Apparel workers. Welcome to Uprising, Nativo.
Good morning.
Thanks so much. Doing very well. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, first, can you tell us a little bit about what these workers are alleging in their lawsuit about the violation of labor laws? These are specifically the 180 workers that were fired. 3 of them are saying that American Apparel violated labor laws by firing them without warning.
Yes, it's a class action lawsuit filed against the American Apparel Company due to violations of federal and state law called the WARN Act. The WARN Act essentially requires an employer who intends to discharge above 50 workers at least 60 days advance notice that layoff or termination would occur. In this particular case, production workers, sewers, for example, arrived, presented themselves for work that morning, were pulled off the machines by the Human Resources Department, taken into Human Resources, thrust in front of them a paper to sign, and dangled a check in front of them, a severance of $300, $500, and literally within 3 minutes were shuffled out the door because there was a line of other workers to sign and receive a check and to leave the premises escorted by security guards. We're talking about workers that have been in the company for 10, 12, 5, 7 years, loyal to the company, but nevertheless were discharged in a very despicable manner, uncommon for the iconic nature in which this company had built up its brand, its reputation of having a very harmonious relationship with its employees.